Greetings, badasses. Had to do a little fixie fix of my camera setup. I also probably need to vacuum in here now that I'm looking more closely at my setup here. Boo! That's all right. Happiness. Well, I have multiple feelings about happiness. Happiness is definitely a house cleaner. If you can afford it, it's a privilege, right? It's a luxury. And it's up there. And the tractor's happiness. Again, an absolute luxury if you can afford one. Or if you need one on a place like this. Let's see. That's all. I'm just looking around. I got a vacuum in here and I got to do some tidying up. You never see the backside of this room because it's piled, which is just not a way to live your life. Oh! Hey, my name is Julia. This is the fucking yoga company, Yoga for the Rest of Us. All of the benefits, none of the yoga bullshit. And how are you? This is Chill the Fuck Out, Relaxation Yoga. And I'm going to go, let me see. I'm going to go, nope, I don't want that one. I'm on Chill the Fuck Out playlist G on the Spotify yoga profile, the THEFFING profile. And that, if you want to listen, I can't afford the massive amount of money I would have to pay to add the playlist to my videos. That will be my dream. The day that some artist or some person says, hey, you have enough people. You have an audience. You are the yoga badass. And we want you to put our music on your playlists. I'm putting that out in the universe. I'm also putting out world peace. And I'm going to put something out that I'm not going to say. And let's see. That's about all I've got. I have been remiss. Hold please. I've got an error message. Oh, nope. Beautiful, beautiful. I have an error message. Hold please. My workflow has been a challenge in terms of I'm getting it. I'm a little slow. Okay. Insofar as I'm having, listen, we have a lot going on our plates, all of us. We have to-do lists, we have family issues. This last weekend, we had a family wedding. That part of it took place here. We had a bunch of extra we had guests at the farm. And honestly, last night, we got everybody off and running on to the airports on Sunday. And then there was some more little follow-up on Monday. And yesterday at about 7, the beard and I were sitting out. It's been beautiful here in Colorado. It's been cool and cloudy and humid and breezy. It's just the perfect June. This is June weather, actually. And over the wedding weekend, we were under heat advisory. That heat dome was here. Now it's in the east. So it was like almost 198 degrees. So there's a heat and there's people and there was busyness and there was all the things, right? When you have guests. So last night the beard and I were sitting outside in the cool breeze with the clouds and, we were enjoying the porch and I started nodding off. I mean, it just hit me. Boom. And the beard started nodding off. Boom. And so he said, you know what? We've got to go get ready for bed right now. He said, otherwise we're going to fall asleep out here on the porch and just feed the mosquitoes. Anyway, so we just, it kind of hit us all at once. Socializing is a lot of energy. The heat was a lot of energy. There were a lot of strangers. I got stung in the eye. I sat on a wasp, which proceeded to sting me 4 times in a very uncomfortable place. Just not uncomfortable, just really inconvenient. I mean, I guess it's uncomfortable, but anyway. So it was just all of the things. I got a little sunburn because it was really hot and it was an outdoor wedding. There was very little shade. Anyway, it was fun. We had a good time, and most of all the kids were home. The K girl was not here, but because she's very, 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 very pregnant. Well, she's not very pregnant, but she's pretty pregnant. Anyway, she herself was in a fancy pants wedding. Anyway, let's get this. This is so long-winded start. Sorry. I was having my workflow while I'm getting things a little bit more routine and under control. I'm learning how to process the videos. I'm learning how to get it all wangled and dangled. I forgot to hit the button yesterday and today. So it's going to go out, and this will probably be, hopefully this will be out today, and then I'll be right up to date. So this is Chill the Fuck Out, Relaxation Yoga. The goal, the inspiration, the intention of this flow is to chill the fuck out. And I think we all need to chill the fuck out because Jesus. Whew. All right. Pull in your attention and awareness. Let's start in a comfortable seated position, whatever that looks like for you. Legs extended. This is staff pose. This might be tugging on your low back. You might be feeling that there. You might be feeling it on the back of your legs. Perfect position to pop a pillow under the back of your knees and take that pressure off of your body, taking that tension out of the mix. One leg out, one leg in. This is modified Z-sit. This one is lovely. The wider the angle of your leg, the stronger the stretch through the hip flexor and adductor. So you decide how that goes. Or pleasant seated pose. This is not crisscross applesauce, nor is it fucking lotus pose. It is both legs on the mat in parallel, feet on the floor. If you're sitting here and your knees are real high and you're leaning back and you're scrunching your face, trying to deal with this awkward positioning, grab a couple of throw pillows, grab a couple of hand towels, whatever you've got, rest them underneath, place them underneath your knees or thighs so you can relax in this position. You will eventually build some stronger, or let's say, is it stronger? More external rotational mobility. And just in case this is your first foray, you know what, I'll put a little rant. I'll make a little rant. Because we're talking about mobility here now. We're not talking about flexibility. Yes, mobility is the equation for mobility is strength, flexibility, right? Joint health, mobility. But when I say flexibility, the first thing people say is, oh, I can't do yoga because I'm not flexible. And that's bullshit. So flexibility is not a static condition, right? Being a racist is not a static condition. Being a fucking fascist is not a static condition. Change, evolve, move through it. Flexibility of thinking. All right. So we're going to pull, sorry, I did check in with the news a little bit, just a tiny bit. Pulling our attention and awareness from the external to the internal, taking a scan of the body, checking in, state and quality of the physical form. Welcome to Darren, maybe? I should have looked this up. Stephanie, back as always. Thank you. Oh gosh, and there's somebody else. I'll think of it. I'll look it up. I'm going to make a little list. I'm going to start doing my shout outs. Checking in your state and quality of your physical form. How are you feeling? What's going on in the body, right? Where are you at in terms of physicality? What did you do the last few days? What are you going to be pursuing the next few days? Moving that attention and awareness into the space and quality of your thinking. I want you to notice where you're at. Your brain is spinning, so just look at the noise. Is it obsessing over things that have happened in the last few days? I've been obsessing over my terrible hair at the wedding. Is it obsessing over the things that you've got on your to-do list that are coming up over the next few weeks? I'm kind of obsessing over those. I want you to silence those obsessions, slide everything off to the side, and hold some open space in your brain to allow you to be here on the mat in the practice. And we're going to move that attention and awareness into the state of our breath. And traditionally in yoga, we breathe into and out of our noses, but I know some of us are in the height of allergy season. Just breathe and pay attention to that natural, intuitive breath, the breath that happens without us thinking about it. Invite that breath to get a little bit longer and a little bit deeper, working to match the inhale to the exhale. Now, this is chill the fuck out. We don't want to be a big power breathers, no Darth Vader breathing. Just find that a little deeper rhythm, taking it past the length of that intuitive breath. Unclench the jaw, relax the tongue away from the roof of the mouth. Wherever you are at in that length and balance of breath, let's exhale all the air out of the lungs. We're going to add a sweep of the arms to the ceiling, nice big stretch up, connecting the speed of the movement to the breath. So if you're feeling like you're moving quickly, you are. And if you feel like you're running out of breath, just pause and take a little sip of air and continue on your way, whichever side of the breath you are on. Inhaling up, we're going to take a lateral extension. So that's our big side reach. Oh, we always start with this one because feels so good. Inhaling up, exhaling to the other side. Oh. Nice big reach on up through the ceiling. We're going to take our first forward fold, tracing the fingertips down, following with the chin, rolling over into this bow, resting the body weight on the forearms. So knees, calves, ankles, block or floor. Walking the hands back, nice big reach on up. Releasing hands down to the hips. Taking the hands behind the body, bowing the chin forward. Take a tilt of the ear over to one side. Slowly bowing the chin forward. Oh. If you feel a place in those strap muscles, ooh, just pause and let the body release that tension. And again. Releasing the chin forward. Let's trace the fingertips around the front of the body. Slowly stacking that cervical spine. If you're sitting in something other than staff pose, let's swap the placement of the legs. Little rock side to side. What are we going to do today? Nice big reach on up. All right, let's take our lateral extension and then reach across the body and forward. Inhaling up, bringing it to center, and then coming back. Taking the reach, reaching across the body. Oh. Inhaling up. Forward fold. Nope, I lied. 2 more repetitions. 3 more repetitions. As you work through this process, take the reach across the body a little deeper. So I'm going to go across and moving my arm a little further toward the back of the other hand. Inhaling up. And reaching. Inhaling up, coming on down to forward fold. Again, resting body weight on the forearms. Wiggling the toes, walking the hands back. Nice big reach on up. Lateral, let's just take that, hands down, bowing the chin forward. So I'm tucking the hands behind the hips. I've actually got my fingers interlaced loosely. And slowly taking that semicircle. Ooh, little rock and roll. I just had a little, so I want you to work through that hold, right? I took a little wiggle in my shoulder. Bowing the chin forward, tracing the fingertips around the front of the body, slowly stacking cervical spine. We're going to extend legs out into a comfortable wide angle. Now, this doesn't have to be the widest angle. You don't have to be as far as I am. You can just be, you could be here. You could be here, right? I want you just to get into that place where you can be a little uncomfortable, just to stop. Comfortably uncomfortable, as my very first cycle instructor used to say. Pointing your toes up toward the ceiling. Whew. And now we're just going to go across the body. So I'm inhaling, arms up. Taking it let's see, gentle twist, not a big power twist, reaching those fingertips over the tops of that toe, opposite toe, right? Coming on up, and the same in the other direction. We do this one in Pilates. It's called a seesaw? I'm not so concerned about your core as I am the latissimus dorsi and the hamstrings. So I'm just reaching. So I'm going to come on up, and now I'm going to reach. I'm going to tuck my right arm behind my right hip, turn the body, left hand over right foot, and come on down as far as I can go. Now, rest the hand somewhere in the leg. Thigh, knee, calf, maybe in the toes. Release the chin. Unclench the teeth. Let the tongue drop away from the roof of the mouth. Slide it on up. Big stretch. Right? Left arm tucks. Right arm's coming across. We're going to reach out. Could be calf or quad, knee, calf, ankle, foot. Slide that hand up the leg, help the body up. Nice big inhale up. Now we're going to reach forward, flat, nice and long in the back. We're just pivoting at the hips. Reach forward, draw back. Exhale, reach forward, draw back. So we never bounce in yoga. This is about as close to bouncing as we're ever going to come. Take the fingertips down. Just rest here. We work in repetition, but we're not bouncing. When you're bouncing, you're creating a lot more tension. Think about it as though you were jumping on a trampoline or, jumping on a trampoline is the best set of examples, right? That's not relaxing. Bouncing creates more tension in muscles and it doesn't actually stretch. We were moving in repetition back and forth, nice and slow. So we're activating the muscles. Inhale up, exhaling down, release the hands behind the hips, right? Now we're going to get nice and tall. Look as far as you can over one shoulder. And switch. So there is a value in moving in repetition where we activate a muscle, right? And then stretch a muscle. Looking back to center, releasing the hands around. All right, we're going to go right foot in. I want you to parallel it with the edge of the mat. You can just place that foot wherever is comfortable. Notice my foot is not touching my leg. I'm not worried about it. Notice my heel is not tucked way up into my pubic bone. Just be easy in this. If this knee, again, is real high, grab that throw pillow, grab that rolled up hand towel, tuck it under that leg. All right? We're going to inhale up and come down for a little lean. Just lean and breathe. Lengthen the arms first. Trace the fingers back up the mat. Inhale. Now we're going to turn the belly button towards the toes and come down into a nice easy lean. And now let's turn the belly button toward the leg. And come up. And now we're going to take a fold. So let's walk ourselves out. Find that block, find the bolster. Try to relax the toes of that extended leg. Walking the body back up. Take your sweep up to the ceiling and release. We're going to switch the legs. So I'm going to take that right leg out, left leg in, again, just in a comfortable parallel to the edge of the mat. And let's take that lean. So arms up, inhale, come on down, and then release into the fold. Walk everything up. Turn the belly button toward the toes of the front foot. I guess it's the tucked foot. Inhaling up, turn the belly button all the way toward that extended foot and come down. Rock the hands up and in. Sweep it up, and now we're coming to our fold for a 3 to 4 breath stay. So take a little rock side to side, unclench the teeth, try to relax the toes of that extended foot. Walking hands back. Ooh, nice big inhale up. And release hands down to the hips. Ooh, okay. It's getting a little warm in here. In Colorado, we're in the high altitude desert, right? There's not a ton of humidity. We're at 86% humidity today. We need a freaking rainstorm like nobody's business, but it's not going to happen today. Well, it's not going to happen for us. It's going to happen for other people, but all right. We're coming to hands and knees. I like to pad my knees with a blanket. 2 fist widths, right? Knees go to the outside of the hands. I'm going to move my hands from 90 degrees out a full to half palm's length, soft in the elbows. Big inhale, let's Chakravikasana bow it. Actually, I want my block between my feet. Thank you. Chakravikasana bow it. Tuck the chin, take the forearms down, scoop the belly. Draw back into the hips. Now, the closer your head is to the mat, the higher your booty might be. I have thunder thighs. I'm embracing that. The deeper you drop your hips towards your heels, the higher your head might be off the mat. Stay soft in the elbows. A little shrug of the shoulders down. Wiggle the fingers, roll the wrists. Inhaling forward. What the fuck? Lean. So we did some hip work. We're going to strengthen this by working through these leans. So I want you to take that big U sway and then get deeper and deeper into the lean as we continue. Angry cat tuck. And then Chakravikasana bow. Tuck the chin, take the forearms down, scoop the belly. Draw back. Give me a little wider placement of the elbows. Wiggle the fingers. Roll the wrists. Make fists with thumbs in. Spread the fingers nice and wide. Make fists with thumbs out. Spread the fingers nice and wide. Come on up. All right. Big swaying lean. Go a little deeper. And in the other direction. Inhaling to center, angry cat tuck. Flat back, left leg straightens out, and we're going to draw it right straight forward. We're not moving, we're not twisting. I'm coming to the knuckles, and I want you to lengthen the body away from the floor. This stretch is on the right side. Modified, this is actually runner stretch, but it's also, I consider this a modified pigeon. All right, let's lengthen that leg back. Rock and roll the foot. Getting a little cramp. That's all right. Inhaling, I'm gonna wiggle these toes. Chakravarkasana bow, tuck the arms down. Bow back, wiggle the fingers, roll the wrists. Inhaling forward. All right, let's move the left knee close to the right and try to get that hip as close to the mat as possible. Inhaling, replace that left knee, bring the right knee in and get that hip as close to the mat as possible. And come back. Angry cat, tuck. Flat back. Right leg straight, stretches straight out. Bring the foot, or not the foot, the foot's coming with the knee. Straight forward. Everything's in parallel. Heels tucked up against the glute. Do your best to stretch the belly button away from the knee. All right, plant the hands. We're going to bring this knee up and out. Woo! Return the knees to the mat. Tuck the chin. Take the forearms down. Scoop the belly. And Chakravarkasana bow. Little rock side to side. We're going to add that one to the next round. Inhaling forward. It's going to be a little cactus position. All right, I'm going to take my leg as close as I can. I'm wrapping the leg over the top of my ankle, and I'm leaning toward the mat. Switching, so my whole leg is coming for the cross, and I'm leaning into the mat. Right leg lengthen. Take that knee straight forward. Okay, left foot, walk that leg back. Just take a little tension. And then lift. And now look to the right. Don't let that shoulder shrug up to the ear. Oh. Plant the hands. Walk that foot forward. Right leg lengthens. Widen the knees. Drop the hips toward the heels. We're coming down to the forearms. Unclench the teeth. All right, coming up to the hands, bringing the knees in. We're going to hands and knees. And Chakravarkasana bow it. Tuck the chin, take the forearms down, scoop the belly, draw back into the fold. Little rock side to side. Open up those elbows, right? Rocking up and rocking to the right. Look over that shoulder. Coming on down, rocking to the left. Releasing. Inhaling forward. What the fuck, lean. Okay, now I'm going to move my right knee in, tucking the left knee over, taking that hip down. And now I'm going to come to my elbows. It's actually my forearms. Don't come to your elbows. That'll hurt. Okay, walk the hands up. Balance it out. Left knee comes over. Cross the ankle. Now this side, this is the first time I'm coming all the way to the mat. Oh my goodness, so tight in the hip here. Come down to the forearms. Woo! Okay, rocking up. Hands to the mat. Left leg lifts. All right, here's where you get to come into a pigeon if you want. You could stick with that runner stretch. Rock that foot back. Coming down to the forward fold. Ooh. All right, come on up. Oh. Rock the other leg in. Take this out. We're coming to our frog pose. Okay, so we're going to amp up the stretch here. Little rock side to side. Coming down to forearms. Now I'm going to walk my body forward, rolling those hips down. Take the toes and the feet completely off the mat. Oh. And actually, if you want to come down to the back of the hands, you can. Now rock those toes toward the floor. Lengthen the legs out. Let the toes rock on the inside of the foot. All right. Walk the feet in, rotate the legs back to that neutral position. Knees on the mat. We're peeling on off. Chakravarkasana bow. Tuck the chin. Take the forearms down. Scoop the belly. Oh, big, big low back release. Open up the arms. And now I'm going to rock to the right. And to the left. Inhaling forward. All right, now I'm going to bring my right knee forward and tuck my foot to the inside of the left knee. Right? The left side's going to kill. All right. Scoop everything up and in. Take the right knee down. Take the left knee across. And I'm going to sit. That's insertion for your hamstring and your ilias, your IT band is in that mix. Angry cat tuck. All right, right leg lift. Again, you can come right into that runner stretch, or you can rotate that ankle forward or out from underneath the hip and take your pigeon pose. Let's walk ourselves up. Bring it back. And now we're going to work into frog. So I'm going to turn my knees out. Tuck my toes together. Coming on down to the forearms. Now we're going to walk our bodies forward and rotate the knees into the blanket, into the floor as we bring ourselves to the forearms. I'm going to lengthen a little bit here. Press the soles of the feet together. Come down to the back of the hands. And now rotate the feet toward the mat. This is a strong one. All right, take those soles of the feet out and still into the inside of the feet. I'm rotated. Oh, and now release. Oh. Bring those feet in. Rock and roll. So I'm going to rotate the knee down. Rotate the knee down. Oh. Just take a gentle cobra here. Gentle, gentle, gentle. Come on down. Let's peel off the mat and go right into our child's pose. Oh. Let's walk ourselves forward. I'm taking a sip of water. It's a little hot in here. I'm going to turn down the air. Turn the temp down. Turn the thermostat down. Privileged to have air conditioning in this room. Woo! All right. Coming on down to the back. Oh, rock and roll those ankles. Little rock side to side. Oh yeah, we're gonna have to do a little twist. We're gonna do some windshield wiper sweeps. Let's start with the windshield wiper sweeps. No, let's start with the twists. All right, my arms are in cactus. My knees are floating right over the hips. Relaxed in the legs. Inhaling, we're gonna go halfway. Drop the toes toward the mat. Take that roll through the glutes. And then come halfway. Controlling it all with the core. All right, bring it on over. We're going to go full rotation. Just hold into the twist. Rocking it up. And roll into the other side. Drawing it up. Oh, give the knees a squeeze. All right, feet on the floor, knees to the ceiling. Let's windshield wiper sweep it. Coming on over. One more time in both directions, just because this feels really good. Oh, walk those feet in, little rock side to side. Place the soles of the feet together, and then let those knees relax toward the mat. All right, slowly help those knees up. Woo, little tuck of the tailbone. Take the fingertips over the tops of the knees. We're going to run through Apanasana, and then we're moving into Shavasana. So inhaling at center. Exhaling, draw the knees towards the body. Give me a little lift of the hips toward the ceiling. Tuck the chin. Exhaling. Give those knees a squeeze. Little rock and roll. All right, I want you to find a comfortable position. So we're going to go a little longer on the relaxation here. Legs extended, arms at your sides is traditional Shavasana, right? A lot of people are not comfortable like this. We did just do a big hip release. So maybe you're feeling a lot of response to the practice. Tuck a pillow or a bolster underneath your knees. That'll take that weight or that tension out of the hips. You go feet on the floor, knees to the ceiling. You could tuck a blanket underneath your hips, but make sure the blanket is wide enough so that it's your glutes up to your waist. Arms can be up in cactus if you're gestating a human being fully and completely by your own autonomous will. And you have access to healthcare and reproductive care. Lay on your side. I can't remember which one. My baby just got married this weekend at 27, so I don't know where you're at. Grab that body bolster, body pillow, a pillow, blanket, rest, support your head. Get everything, definitely something between the knees. And now we're going to pull our attention and awareness into the state and quality of our eyes. I want you to notice that soft, easy inhale, soft, silent exhale. Nope. I want you to notice all the tiny little muscles. That's what I want you to do. And nerve endings around the eyes and through the cheeks. Wiggle the nose, unclench the teeth, and let the tongue drop away from the roof of the mouth. Pulling that attention and awareness into the state and quality of your shoulders. Give me a little wiggle. Wiggle the fingers, roll the wrists. Lengthen the arms, give me a little tension, and then relax everything into the upper body. Pulling that attention and awareness from the base of the neck down through the shoulders, through the ribs. Tuck the hips up, and then let the torso take its rest against the floor. Give me a little tension through the quads, flex the calves, rock and roll the feet, wiggle the toes, and then relax the lower body. Into the mat. Pulling that attention and awareness into the state and quality of your thinking. Notice anything that's trying to squeak into your attention. They're noticing those things that you've been letting go of. Have noticed a chink, right? That space. They're trying to sneak their way in. I want you to slide them off to the side. Hold this silence of thought. Relax the emotions. And then bring that attention and silence into the path of the breath. Inhaling and exhaling. pulling that attention and awareness out from the breath. Expand it through the body. Now wait, before we get going, you're in your own space. You can take a longer relaxation, right? So if you need longer, you want to take longer, you're getting ready to go to bed, you're getting ready to just fall asleep, you take it. The rest of us are going to wiggle toes, wiggle fingers, roll wrists, roll ankles, lengthen those arms out to the side. Bring a knee up, give it a squeeze. Bring another knee up, give it a squeeze. And then take those rolls, rocking from side to side. One hip, cross the center of the back to the other. Now, I'm going to rock all the way over to one side. And then peeling ourselves, upper body, off the mat first. And coming into comfortable seated position. Now, that might be different than it was when you started. Little rock side to side, roll those shoulders back. Stack shoulders over ribs, ribs over hips. Taking a scan of the body, checking in, state and quality of the physical form. How are you feeling on this end of the practice? I fucking love you. Yoga, excuse me, got the hiccups. Moving that attention and awareness into the state and quality of our breathing, and just notice soft, easy inhale, soft, silent exhale. Now we're going to move our attention and awareness into the state and quality of our thinking. This is chill the fuck out. So I want you to anchor that silence, anchor that calm, anchor that chill, and hold on to it for a little while, right? Blink and eyes open. We're going to release practice. Taking a little stretch out. You don't have to. Honoring my body for doing what I asked it to do today and all the hard work it does to get me from one another week to the other. Some days it's easy, some days not so much. But our bodies are working really hard for us, right? This is a relationship. We're not beating it into submission. We're not fighting it. We're not forcing anything, right? That's abuse. That's toxicity. So we want to be in this relationship with our body and acknowledge that it's working as hard as it can for us and as best as it can given the conditions that we offer it. My name is Julia. This is the fucking yoga company, yoga for the rest of us. All of the benefits, none of the yoga bullshit. And thank you for subscribing. Ciao.